Gear is expensive. And unfortunately for us, we chose an industry that requires us to spend a boatload of money on equipment. It all seemed very overwhelming to us at first, but that's why today we are breaking down our top 10 essential gear items that we use to run our video and photo production company.
We want this video to provide insight on how much it really costs to become a videographer or photographer, whether you are one of those people yourself or you're just genuinely curious. If you're new around here, we are SeaMount Media. We are a New England-based video and photo production company specializing in the creation of online media content. So make sure you support our channel and hit subscribe.
This list is in no particular order because we do need all of them to work together in order to create all these great videos. But without further ado, let's get into the list.
Item number 1 is obvious. It is the singular tool that makes our job possible, and that is a camera body. Specifically for us, we use the Sony a7S III. This camera is pretty expensive, but there are a few major reasons why it is perfect for us. Without getting too deep into specs, it has great resolution and frame rate options for video. If we want, we can shoot up to 4K in super slow motion. It's also pretty great in low light situations. A lot of cameras tend to struggle when there's not a lot of light and the image looks pretty grainy, but the a7S III does a fantastic job. Colors are incredible straight out of the camera, and they are also easy to manipulate in post-production. And if we needed to, the a7S III doubles as a pretty good photo camera. There are so many more reasons why we love this camera, and we could really go on and on all day talking about it, but those were just the major selling points for us.
Coming in at number 2 is a gimbal. Now, what is a gimbal, you may ask? Well, it's basically a robotic arm that stabilizes your camera. In order to get more dynamic shots, it requires movement, and that can be hard to do smoothly with just your hands. So, for example, you can see this clip here of me tracking Sam from behind, just holding the camera handheld, and as you can see, it is very shaky. But then I threw the camera on a gimbal, and it's smooth as butter. The brand we use for gimbals is DJI. They make amazing gimbals and stabilizers that are super user-friendly. Specifically, we use the Ronin S and the RSC2. If you're looking to smooth out your footage, I highly recommend a gimbal.
Number 3 is one of the most fun items on the list, and that is a drone. Don't get me wrong, shots on the ground are cool and all, and you do need those to make good videos, but having that aerial perspective from a drone just elevates your videos that much more. At the moment, our drone of choice is the DJI Air 2S. Drones are great for showing off wide landscapes, the exteriors of buildings, and even spicing up those more traditional shots. Plus, they're just really fun to fly. Who doesn't like flying a remote control airplane?
Gear item number 4 is a lens, but not just one lens. So the reason we need multiple lenses is because each lens gives us a different look. We basically run off of 3 main lenses: a wide Sony 16-35, a mid-range Sigma 50, and a telephoto Tamron 70-180. What makes these videos different from each other is their focal length, which basically means how wide or how zoomed in they are. Some lenses do a range of focal lengths. These are called zoom lenses, and then some only have one specific focal length. That is called a prime lens. I don't want to get too in-depth talking about lenses here, so if you do want a more deep dive, thorough explanation on these, Sam has a video on his personal channel linked up here. So if you want to check that out, it'll also be in the description below. But basically what you want to know is the camera provides the image and the lens provides the look and style to that image. Having multiple lenses or multiple looks is crucial for keeping our videos interesting.
The 5th item on our list is lighting. Now I know it's a light, it's not very exciting, but if you are serious about getting into video, lighting is something you simply can't ignore. For starters, you just need to get one light. Now in order to make that light work, you need a stand to put it on, and we also recommend getting a softbox to achieve that really soft, flattering light. For us, we have 2 different Godox lights, and we either use an aperture or angular softbox on those lights. Once you've invested in one light, we recommend adding a few more, like a back or hair light, or accent lights to add a little bit of pop to your scene. For these, we have the Aperture Lightstorm as our back or hair light, and we have the Aperture MCs that add that little bit of accent lighting. And these will either make or break your scene.
I know we made a big emphasis on lighting, but audio quality is right up there as well. You're going to need a high quality microphone. People can get through a video if the quality is just so-so, but if the audio quality is straight garbage, they're not gonna last till the end. Our go-to brand is Rode, and I've been using them for over 5 years, and I've honestly had no complaints. We typically use two types of microphones, a shotgun mic, which is what we're recording with right now, or a lavalier mic. Those are the ones that clip up to the upper neck area. I won't do a deep dive on what these actually do, but leave a comment down below if you do want us to make a video about these in the future. At the end of the day, lighting and audio are going to be your best friend, so don't skip out on a good microphone.
Also known as sticks in the film industry, everyone needs a tripod. And a tripod does one job and one job only, and that is keeping the camera still. Our tripod brand of choice is Manfrotto simply because they're just super reliable and sturdy. And yes, you can do some movement with tripods, but we find we want to do our camera movement more with gimbals instead. It just provides a more dynamic movement, and we prefer to use tripods when we need a shot with absolutely zero movement. Tripods are great for interviews and other types of videos like the one you're watching right now.
The next piece of gear we want to mention is a powerful laptop. You literally cannot edit videos on a basic laptop, and trust me, I would know because I tried to do it for 4 years before I upgraded. Videos take a toll on computers, so it's imperative that we have powerful machines that are able to handle any type of video we throw at it. I'm currently using the brand new 16-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro, which is an absolute beast of a computer. And Sam has the 2020 Dell XPS 15.
Another boring yet necessary piece of equipment are batteries. In all seriousness, having extra batteries is a lifesaver. Nick has left his batteries at my house countless times, and if he didn't have extras, he wouldn't be able to power his camera. Making sure we have extra batteries on each shoot allows us to be comfortable knowing that we have enough power to get the shot.
And finally, we have our camera bags. It's boring, they don't look good, but you need them. There is no such thing as the perfect camera bag. We both use different brands. Sam's is huge and clunky, mine looks like a freaking gray turtle shell, but they both work. Additionally, to hold all of your gimbals, tripods, and light stands, you're gonna wanna pick up a grip bag. Pro tip, get one with wheels, because trust me, you're not gonna wanna carry that sleep on your back.
Now I know we said this is a top 10 list of essential gear items, but here is a rapid fire round of additional items that we need to successfully run our business. ND filters. These are basically sunglasses for your camera. They help us keep even exposure on bright sunny days. Memory cards, memory cards, memory cards. You literally cannot use the camera without an SD card to store the footage. So we need a ton of these to ensure that we never run out of space while we're on a shoot. External hard drives. Once we shoot a ton of footage in the field, we need a place to store it. Video footage takes up a ton of space, so we need hard drives that have a lot of available storage, but are also fast in transferring files and to edit off of. Multi-tools and cleaning items. These are the little knickknacks in the bag that make sure we always have a tight tripod plate or a clean camera lens. This can include dust puffers, screwdrivers, or any other small item that we might need on a set. Gaff tape. I know we said batteries were lifesavers, but gaff tape might even be a bigger one. It always comes in handy when you least expect it. For example, we had a shoot a little while ago in the rain and we wanted to keep our cameras dry. So what we did is we gaff taped an umbrella to the tripod to keep the camera dry, and it did a pretty good job. Gaff tape is literally so clutch.
So there you have it. Those were our top 10 or 15 pieces of gear that we think are essential for running our video production company. So hopefully you found this list helpful. All the gear we talked about will be linked down below, so feel free to check that out.
And if you are looking for somebody who knows how to use all of this gear to create professional videos and take professional photos, you came to the right place. Feel free to visit our website or contact us via email today if you are interested in high quality videography or photography services.
Make sure you like this video if you found it insightful, and subscribe to us if you want to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.